And officially, guys, welcome in. It is Wednesday, first of the month. First of the month. Oh wait, there's a thing I used to always do whenever it was the first of the month and we were live trading. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this ain't it. Sorry about that. Let me see. Y'all remember this song back in the day? Hopefully, I don't get copyright for it. I think I am. First of the month, guys. First of the month. Like bringing back the 1990s. All right, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. October 1st, new trading month. Busy week. I think every day we're gonna have news until Friday. Friday NFP, and yeah, so excited for that. Let's go ahead and get this session started. As always, right? These calls are for educational purposes only. Any trade idea, speculation, it is just that. So please make sure to use your management properly, and do not trade any money you cannot afford to lose. Just during the sessions, right, I do turn off the camera just so we can be focused on the charts and also for the recording. All right, guys. Well, um, gold is pushing up. Gold is pushing up. And welcome in, guys. More people showing up. And yeah, gold is pushing up. We're at a higher high. So, during the New York session, I think we're gonna go make a higher low and then pump up. The question is, right, is how low can gold go before it goes up. All right, before it goes up. So that's kind of what we're going to speculate. What you see in front of here is basically the sessions indicator that I like to use. All right, and that keeps track of the Asian range, the London range, and then now the New York range. Okay, so right now we're sitting on top of the Asian range. Okay, our buyer is going to step in and protect that price level. Is it going to go in towards the middle of it, the 50%? Is it going to go towards the bottom? Okay, um, that's the thing. So as of right now, guys, I mean, yesterday was a nice big drop. I was kind of looking for sales right here in this little area, but the price continued pushing upwards. And now this is where we're at right now. This is the structure that I'm currently following right here in this session. Let's see. Let's see. Where's that? Where is it? Oh, right here. All right. So 1 second. All right. So this is the structure that I'm currently following. I kind of followed it on the 15-minute or 20-minute chart. And on the 20-minute chart, actually, yeah, the 20-minute chart gives us more structure. Even if we consider this as an impulse, right? Right there. Even if we consider that as an impulse, um, excuse me. When I measure this low to high, okay, let's kind of walk through to see, how price has been moving with the fib. All right, price likes to move with the fib a lot. A huge impulse correction to a 61% level. Okay, so this is a proper retracement, correct? Now, for those of you guys who are kind of just tuning in, welcome in. And a lot of times, right, we consider this a let me do it like this, guys. Okay. So I'm considering this a low. I'm considering this a high, and I'm considering this a higher low. Okay. Now the question is, right, is this a higher high up here? That's the question, guys. For those of you guys who are, who know this, who see me here, is this a higher high? What would you guys say? Is this a higher high? Should we
Could be.
properly label this a higher high?
It could be.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We're getting some mixed responses. Dynamo says it could be. Keston says yep, and KG says no.
The only reason why I say it could be is because we already hit part of the extension.
Mm-hmm.
Be as high as it can go for now.
Okay.
Needs to pull back to break that, to fully bring that to the higher highs.
And again, the right. This is just based on observation that I've seen. Okay, and is not concrete. And and this is just a rule that I established for myself so I can continue marking up charts. So nothing is definite, nothing is certain, right? The only thing certain is your lot size, what lot size you're going to use, and what stop loss and pips you're going to use to make your money. Anything else, guys, okay, it's pure discretion to the one teaching or the one creating rules for themselves. All right. But my rule is if a pullback needs to hit a certain level of percentage to be valid, price needs to hit a certain level of extension to be valid. And my level of extension for it to be a higher high needs to be the negative 0.272. The negative 0.18, that is our take profit level. Because before it actually makes the higher high, based on the extension, price likes to flirt around with this negative 0.18, comes back, and then goes to it. So the question is, the answer to the question is, based on my textbook, this is not a higher high. This is not a higher high. Okay, it's not. So the fib remains the same. The fib remains the same based on the rules that I use: low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Excuse me, low, high, and higher, low. Okay. So the negative 18 is our TP. The negative 272 is a proper extension. All righty, guys. So here we are now. So we're doing a break and retest of this current high. We see we're right at that level. And the question, the question is, right? Um, how low will this thing go? Right? How low would it go? Now, inside of this structure, inside of this impulse, there's miniature structure that we can apply these rules and so forth. But based on this swing of things, um, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. So we're right there. We're at the break and retest of the previous high. I think Andy was kind of looking for some buys around there, which they're valid. Yeah, a little rally-based rally. Let's see how this looks, right? Let's see how this looks on slightly higher time frames. Just basically creating those impulses. And I'm just kind of looking right here. Let's see, 20-minute. We do that a lower rally-based rally here in the 20-minute, which is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, right now, so I don't even try to look at the dollar anymore, man, to be honest, man. I know things are connected with fundamentally, guys, but I've been following gold for some time and the currencies for some time and the dollar. But yeah, it's good to have that confluence, but in reality, sometimes you just need the technicals. All right, perfect. Same the same. There you go. So Nandy, let me see. Let me keep this fib visible on more time frames. Let me coordinates. Right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So on this forex.com chart, right? If you guys see that right here, I actually got caught. I got part of that sale and I took profit already. Just a little one. 38.15.
Because technically, I'd already hit that rally base rally there, and we can just take off from there now.
Yeah, true that, true. Rally base rally came in the same level as the previous high, the same level. Yeah, break and retest. So if there are any buyers going to step in, they're going to be right there. They're going to be right there. All right, we do. Do we have news, right? Dynamo at 8, 9, I believe.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. What kind of
We
news
got
is it, brother?
manufacturing.
Red folder.
Uh, let's see, where is that? Let's see. Yeah, we have at 9 a.m. a red folder and orange folder, manufacturing prices and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's right here. Here it is. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. So we had 7:15 news. Interesting. The 7:15 news guy came out negative. Weak dollar and the dollar drops. They're supposed to pump it up, right? Like, isn't this technically supposed to buy gold? But gold actually went down first. Well, actually pumped up a little bit and then went down. So that's why, this news is important. I get it. This right here, no, it's the actual NFP is Friday, man. Non-farm employment change. I think what they did, they kind of scattered some news, made up some new terms, and just scattered it throughout the week. But
Well, ADP is a company that their own, I think their own survey.
mm, there you go. No, yeah. So it's Friday, man. It's Friday for sure. We don't need to see that guy. There he goes. But yeah, so today was simply there was a red folder at 7:15, right? It came on negative, and then but the dollar drops. So I try not to make a decision too much based on just the news alone and the results of it alone, because yeah, I mean we're 7:15. Hey, look, here it goes, guys. See, 7:15, it actually does pump up, but then it goes back down. What the heck? En el Max de Asia. Yes, también ese me gusta, también a mi Pablo. También ese me gusta ahí. Okay. So I actually like buys, guys, like below 38.60. Let me put back in my sessions indicator. And I would like to look for some buys very near the low of Asia. Very near the low of Asia. Okay. That's
I
where I would
say
like to.
is always the 50 and then put the stop loss below that.
One more time, demo. Sorry.
I usually will take 50% of the Asian
Okay.
and then put the stop loss just below the Asian market. How many pips would that be?
From the like give or take the 50.
Yeah,
A few pips below, still about looking about $15 maybe.
that's not bad.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's kind of the markup that I'm showing you guys. Again, though, right? This is what I'm labeling as the structure: low, high, higher, low, et cetera, et cetera. That is, that is based on perspective, right? That is based on perspective. In my opinion, the best way we can mark up structure is just simply follow the candlesticks by day or by week. Okay. So on that same 20-minute chart with the sessions indicator, okay, it gives you a great view of how on a 4-hour chart or a 2-hour chart, these gray boxes represent the previous weeks, the low and the high range. There's a way to put in the opens in there, but just to my eyes, it just looks too noisy. So I ignore it. But again, guys, the break and retest rule is valid. For those strategies out there, sometimes the break and retest rule is gonna work, sometimes it's not gonna work. Let's
Right,
not let's not make fun of it when it doesn't work, and let's appreciate it when it does work. Um, and all strategies work as long as you're winning, right? But all strategies also fail. And
right.
and and it's not the strategy, it's just simply how the market moves. Were you gonna add something there, Danimal?
Yeah, it's saying not only that, it's also depends on which. Like I live in the 5 minute time frame. I don't
Okay,
really look at the 15. I don't like you depended highly because your style of trading, that's where your how that's your wheelhouse. Like I look at the 5 minute and I look at the structure there, and yeah, we're looking. But so I'm looking for that retracement to be somewhere around 38.60, 38.57, somewhere in that area.
nice. And to just to add to that, Daniel, I mean, my style of trading is also educational, so I got to teach
True that,
overall
true that.
perspective,
Yeah,
right? If I retired from education, guys, I'd probably be with Daniel trading, just looking at the 5 minute chart, just looking at that. But I'm trying to teach you guys the overall picture, not just my strategy, because my strategy comes with me, right? If I retire from educating, my strategy comes with me, my indicators come with me, and you got nothing else. So I rather teach you guys or show you guys first how to read a chart entirely,
right.
and there. But look, guys, this is the previous weekly candle right there, okay, of last week. This current price action is this week. This was the high. This was the low. Okay, look at that. Almost a perfect break and retest.
Mhm.
Almost. Broke the previous high, came back and retested, and boom, gave us a lot of pips. Okay. Whoever did not take a buy from there because this is a retail pattern, well, I mean, you missed out on a lot of pips. Now, granted, I did try to sell from up here. Okay. I did try to sell from right there. It just didn't happen yesterday. So that's how that skill works. Okay, we are definitely overextended. We're definitely overextended. Excuse me. We moved $134, which is 1,340 pips, I believe, and we're good to go. So again, these lows and these highs on previous candlesticks, they work perfectly because it keeps you in check, right? Of a high and low you can measure, because just finding the structures low and high, they're just based on perspective too much. Okay, and here, right, this price action here, okay, buyers were aggressive. This is my story. This is the way I explain this. I am not calling this liquidity grab. I'm not calling this manipulation. I just said buyers wanted to buy. They were aggressive. Well, there were more buyers waiting down here, so they gave us a pullback, 50% of the previous day. Boom, skyrocketed. Okay. That's the story that I tell myself. That's the story that I tell myself every time. Okay. So here goes the previous daily candle. You fib this low to high, as so. That's Monday's candlestick, just to be specific. Okay. As I told you guys, right, there's an extensions above there. So price buyers were still aggressive. All right, perfect. Maybe people took profit, came back exactly to 50% of Monday's price action, which is almost the previous weekly high. And then from there, it found some legs and pushed it back up. And the day is done. All right, so now we walk the fib to the new day, which is Tuesday, right? Yesterday's day. You fib that right there. Okay, so what's happening here? Price does not retrace to the 20, barely retraces to the 23%. Right there. Look at that. Perfect touch to it. Boom. And let's see where it's at right now. It actually touches the negative 272 extension based on this previous day. It probably wants to come back and touch the 23, or I would like to see a 38. So I'd like to see one more touch here in this zone right there. How do you see it,
And the
Daniel?
beautiful thing about that is you're also coming back to not only the previous daily high, but the previous daily high,
Here,
which is right around the 50. Yeah.
this one right here. Like, great
Yep.
observation. Great observation. All right. So, so then you say you're still holding, but again, look, this is where you kind of can improve your account, man. We're if you know how to, if we take profit at the higher high, you bank your money, let it pull back, and then enter again right here. It's a lot. I mean, If you're swinging this, that's a whole different strategy, but it's fine. But again, though, right? If we see price doing this, okay, you enter here and you take your money here. With those earnings, you let it pull back and then you enter again there. And then when it makes the higher high at the extension, you take your money again right there. You see? And that's how we do it. Ready? So yeah, definitely I do like some buys around 38.53, maybe 38.41. Let's see how things look on a different scale of this. Actually, let me share this chart with you guys. You have it. Good morning, Carol. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, let's see how this on the 4 hour. Let me actually go to my candle mode. Andrich, what's going on, brother? Representing all Czech Republic. All right, let's see. If you guys see anything else, KG, any ETM candles that I'm missing, let me know, please. Because
Oh, I like that, G. I like this.
12 hour.
The 12 hour, it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay.
And where's the line right about there? That's a nice BEC. What price is that at?
That is Dynamo 38, 33-ish, give or take.
Yeah, that'd be a nice pullback too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I like this 1 hour rally base rally
Yeah.
base rally.
Mhm.
I think the momentum is a little bit strong, KG.
Check out the 5 minute with the SMT box on.
Okay, we'll do
That's
that
what.
right now. So this, for some reason, this 1 hour rally base rally is catching my
Yeah.
attention. Rally base rally. That one's catching my attention right there. Pretty. The news came out negative, guys, and look what's happening. The news came. Remember that, guys. For those of you guys who follow fundamentals or rely on this news or rely on the DXY, remember these words. The news came out negative 32% compared to the forecast of. Wait, is that like completely off?
Oh, it went way down. Yeah, 32K from 52K. So they were looking for an increase.
Yeah, but that's like negative zero, right?
I
Because
see.
if they were expecting 52K,
Just break even. It's the same price.
no, I'm talking about like this. Oh,
Oh
got you,
yeah,
got you, got you. Hold on, I'm just reading it wrong.
yeah. That's all. So they take the previous price and the current actual price is negative 32K previous. So it's basically a break even.
Gotcha. No, but this is a negative 32. This is negative
Right.
52, 52, positive 52.
Positive 52. That's what they were hoping for, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen.
So
Yeah.
this, see, there was a previous forecast of 48, and this one, and then the actual, anyways. But again, guys, remember this came on negative. That says weak dollar, buy gold, and gold right now is selling.
But
Why
don't
is that?
forget, also gold is in a divergence from the dollar right at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Right
And
now, they're not in synchronicity like they normally are. It'll take a minute for one to catch up with the other.
that is true. That is true. All right, let's go to the 5 minute chart with momentum. And look at that, Kit. Look at that. I like that. I
Yep,
like
there's my
that.
goal right down there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right down there. I like that. So
All right,
that's what I
guys.
love about you put the prices in those extension bars and things like that, and it's really helpful, you know.
Nice. All right, man. Well, we share the chart there. Yeah, my speculation, guys, is maybe look for some buys around 38.44. I do like that price level. Let me put us back here in the 20-minute chart. So we are, this fib right here represents the previous day. Okay, low to high previous day. I like the touch, another touch of the 23% level. Just be mindful if momentum does not present themselves in this price range right here. 38.53, 38.41, and buyers stay aggressive. We're just gonna go, we're coming into the deeper retracement levels.
Actually,
Um,
did this hit that this right in here? What is that
that's a,
candlestick?
that's a 20-minute rally base rally animal.
Right, right. Did it wicket yet? Or it looks like it
No,
kind of is
it
pretty
just did
darn
right now.
close to it.
It just did right now. It just did right
Yeah.
now.
Wow. So we could just be turned. We might be done. I think it just
Yeah,
take us back to the moon because we got more news at 9 o'clock. So
yeah.
they could be waiting. It might be doing this little sell off before the news comes in.
This is my what I'm seeing, guys. Yesterday I would like to buy from this level below 37.80. Okay. If for whatever reason these levels do not hold, guys, just remember what I'm saying today. If these levels do not hold and the momentum remains bearish, okay, plan A is buys. Plan B, let the price accumulate a little bit, distribute a little bit, and then I can see us here, okay? Because I would like to see a buy from way down here to really then take us to that 3,900. Which shoot already at 3,900. Damn, oh my goodness. To
Told
that
you that
to
4,000
that
sneaking up
to that
us.
speculated 4,000 price level,
Yeah.
guys. Okay. This is plan A because you have to play that plan A first to the buy to the buy. But if these levels do not hold, I don't mind this. And yesterday we were kind of waiting for a regular harmonic to play out, but it may just want to play a shark. It may just want to play a shark, and gold can shark us on these harmonics. All right. So just FYI, especially with the news coming out so negative, and then and all the news coming out the rest of the week, I think will bring us down to these price levels, and then it'll push us back up. But yeah, momentum will determine that movement, and momentum seems to be pretty strong right now. It's pretty strong right now. All right, but that will conclude today's trade lounge, guys. Keep an eye on the where you're following. Yeah, we're gonna centralize the communication when it comes to the where I share charts. So just be on alert for that. I had a Discord. I try to run it, but it's just too confusing for me. And then also was too confusing for the followers that we have, the trading family that we have. It's just too many chats, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in trading. A lot of things moving, a lot of moving pieces, and to add another one is just way too much, way too much. So the less we have, the less is more, so we can focus on these charts. Okay, less is more. So as always, guys, remember we will be back later on. 7:30 a.m. was this session. 9 p.m. Feel free to share the link. And then again, starting next week, I'm going to start doing some introduction to trading, support scenarios for trading, just so I can help people just navigate the space, right? No strategies are taken, just so I can, provide as much value there as possible. But we'll see you guys this evening, 9 p.m. Central Time, morning for our Australian family over there. Here we go. Thank you guys. Any questions, feel free to message us directly. We're on standby. Have a good one. Thank you guys.